Now, don't get me wrong, I do feel bad for all of the people that were inside of this helicopter. I feel bad for how this whole situation played out, but it did appear to be pilot error in my opinion. You guys can make your own choice though after you guys hear the context and see a little bit more of the clip. This video has recently been going viral on Reddit. It was recorded in Russia. It shows a helicopter coming in to land. It comes in at too steep of an angle, so the tail gets hit and it falls off and it's hanging on by just a thread. The helicopter then takes back off, drops back down towards some water, and that's where the video cuts off. This incident only happened a couple of days ago on November 7th of 2025 in Dagestan, Russia, and the helicopter that you guys saw is a pretty unique model known as the KA-226. Most people, when they think about helicopters, think about the generic model, which has a single rotor up on the top, and then the tail has a rotor as well, so when you lose your rotor, you are basically screwed and you have no balance, but the KA-226 is a little bit different. The tail does not have a rotor. Instead, there are coaxial rotors on the top that counterbalance, so you don't necessarily need your tail to land safely sometimes. Now, the first mistake of the pilot coming in too sharp and breaking off the tail accidentally is not really what doomed them. It's actually what came after this, because the pilot ends up taking off and then they land briefly in the water, and if at this point he or she had decided to shut off the power here and just get out, they probably would have been fine. However, the pilot decided to lift back up and fly back out towards the sea to find a different place to land, and this is where things went really bad. The control here was not great, so when the pilot eventually tried to land again, they crashed into a building. 4 people lost their lives immediately upon the crash. 1 person succumbed to their injuries later, and 2 other individuals were injured, but they did survive as of now. Like I said, from a surface perspective, this does appear to have a lot to do with pilot error, but the only reason I'm not saying it 100% does is because perhaps there were some systems that were down that just weren't running properly, and that's why the pilot came in at this angle, or the pilot was unable to stop flying, I guess. I'm not too sure. I'm not a helicopter pilot, but as always, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Drop a comment, letting me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.